Hi, this is Debbie from Kids Around Dogs, and I am back at Paignton Zoo. This is my third time at Paignton Zoo. I love being here. The workshop that I get to do with Joe Mason at Educating Animals is incredible. Paignton Zoo is one of the Bayasa zoos, so it's recognized by Bayasa, which is a brilliant organization. We are very lucky because we get to not only learn from Joe Mason, who's absolutely brilliant, but we also learn from each other and we learn from the animals that we get to work with at the zoo. Every time that I've been at Paignton Zoo for a workshop, I've worked with different animals, and this time too I'm getting to work with different animals. This workshop is a bit shorter, it's only 2 days, while normally I've done 4 days, but this one was specially organized for our Kids Around Dogs professionals. So it's 11 of us and we're super lucky to get to do it. This time the animals I'm getting to work with are a Kunkun pig. The Kunkun pigs are some people have them as pets, and they are the smallest in the categories of pigs, and they are actually really cute. In Paignton, unfortunately, there is only one Kunkun pig at the moment. His name is Potter. Unfortunately, his companion passed away. So what tend to happen, because they are social animals, pigs, what tend to happen is that throughout the Bayasa organization and this big database that zoos have internationally, they will find hopefully a companion for Potter. And I think he would really like that, actually, because like I said, pigs are social creatures, and so I think he would like the company. Having said that though, his enclosure is attached to the goats one. I worked with goats last year, Mario, Bowser, and Luigi, and they're lovely. They're really social creatures as well, so they can get together if that is allowed from by the zoo, and I guess in situations that again are allowed for many reasons. So, for example, when we were training Potter today, Potter has never been trained before, never done any training before, so it was completely new for him to do anything with us. But when we were training him, we had the mesh between us and Potter. And that's because he's a big guy. It might be small in the pig world, but he's a big guy. He could have, knock us over and things like this. Also, I didn't expect his mouth to be so big, like literally massive mouth. I'm guessing that when food is involved, the goats and the pig needs to be kept separately, because even while we were training Potter, we were actually in the goat's enclosure and feeding him through the mesh. And I put the bucket on the floor with there was some pepper, sweet potatoes and carrots, and those were the things that the pig was supposed to be eating. I turned around and one of the goats was nicking a pepper from the bucket, so obviously picked it up, and then the goat got called back by her other friends, and the goats were being trained by other groups. So effectively, and I think that was Bowser were told, oh, I'm gonna go and check out what the pig is having and see if I like that best. And so I went and nicked some of the food. So we were very careful from them to just hold the bucket with the rest of the food. With Potter, it was brilliant. We are teaching him to target. In this case, it was a green ball attached to a stick. At first, we had a smaller target, which was red. The problem with that would have been mainly two. The first one is that pigs don't see red. They see blue, yellow, and green. But having a green ball was more effective. The other problem was that the red ball was actually, the red target with the red ball was actually really small. And having seen now his massive mouth, I think that and the mesh, the red ball could have gone, or the targeting could have easily gone through the bars, the mesh, and I think he would have eaten it. He would have tried anyway, and considering the massive teeth in there as well, he probably could have gotten it. So, not ideal. But he was brilliant. He really caught up with what we want him to do. It was very sweet, very clever, following the target. Really enjoyed that. The other animals I'm working with this time are caiman lizards. There are two lizards at Paignton Zoo, two caiman lizards at Paignton Zoo. One is big and one is small. Today, myself, Paula McBride, and Amy Gardner, we are in the same group. We were meant to work with the little one. But the little one had a bit of an accident. And so After little one fell off the branch, she or he, I'm not sure actually, was swimming right towards the target, which was again something we were meant to be doing for the lizard to follow the target and gets rewarded with a shrimp. But we were a bit disorganized. This time I was actually with Susan Moore and Amy Gardner again, while Paula McBride and Nikki French were working with the other lizard. Now, our lizard, so first fell off the branch, then we were disorganized with the target, and when it got to it, we weren't quite ready with the treat, and then at the same time, one of the zookeeper, Tom, who is the zookeeper of the lizards particularly, got into their enclosure to put a platform where we want the lizards to go and stand. Uh, on land. So they normally would swim in water. They also go on land. We want to go on that platform on land so that then the keepers can look after them, can also clean the ponds, that all the things that needs doing. Also is a great foundation for other exercises. So anyway, full of the branch, didn't get the shrimp on time, and then Tom got in to put the platform. So I think our lizard went, you know what, I've had enough of this. Everyone is annoying me, everyone's bothering me, and you made me fall off the branch. I've had enough, and he swam away. He went and hid under this like kind of bridge, and he did not come out anymore. So I got to see Nikki French and Paula McBride succeed with their lizard, which was pretty awesome. And then I went to see another crocodile. They were the professionals working with the crocodile were Teresa Rees and Amy Ruberg. And I think there was also Abby Walsh working with that particular crocodile. There is a, can't remember the name of that crocodile actually, but her personal name, her first name is Lemur, but I can't remember the breed of crocodile as such. And then there was another crocodile that was Spicy. I worked with Spicy back in September, and Spicy did apparently really well. I didn't get to see her at all, so hopefully tomorrow I'll catch up with her and ask her what things have been happening, what life has been without me in the last few months. And then, of course, I had a little walk, but very, very little. Time was practically flying today. I did get to walk past the baboon. When I inquired after Woody, who was the baboon I had the honor of working with 2 years ago, and who I went to say hi again last September. Unfortunately, I was told that he passed away. He was of old age. Woody, wherever you are, I hope you're enjoying being the king of the jungle once more. And thank you so much for teaching me so much about baboons and how awesome you guys are, even if you are also a bit mean. We ended the day having a lovely dinner at La Cantina in Paignton. Lots of laughter, lots of giggles, lovely food. So really, really enjoyed myself tonight. Now I'm going to go to bed, ready to wake up on day 2, which is also the last day. Bye!